Happy Thursday, July the 7th. Although it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday, July the 7th. when you work from home 7 days a week, I don't have a damn clue what day it is. Wednesday, July the 7th. Before I forget, tonight at 8 p.m. I'm on the Military Bikers channel. The name of the channel on YouTube is the Military Biker and Moto Vlogger, I think. I'll be on with him at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about his, I think it's his first trip to Sturgis. We're going to talk about motorcycle rallies, riding, and all kinds of stuff, but we're going to talk about his, best rides and stuff while he's there. Now, today's topic. Are you afraid someone's going to steal all your stuff during a rally? I mean, they might. I don't worry about it. We'll talk about that, though. So I personally am not a theft-fearing kind of person. Not that it doesn't happen. Not that I don't believe it happens. I just kind of feel like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't worry about it too much. If somebody stakes my shit, then karma's going to get them in the ass eventually. But there are those out there that are very concerned about it, and they're not even wrong for being, being concerned. Mrs. Monkey is one of them. That was loud. You ever notice what happens when you drop a tank mounting bracket onto a huge Allen wrench? It makes a sound that'll make your spine twist. Mrs. Monkey is one of those people. As a matter of fact, in our house, we joking, all wet. We have a joke in our house that I always say the ninjas are going to come get it, because she's always like, lock the cars, make sure the community is gated. So anyone who breaks in your car lives here, maybe for the most part, because climbing the stuff, I mean, I don't think they're trapeze artists out there breaking into cars, but I could be wrong. But yeah, she is constantly afraid if someone's going to steal this. Is that locked? Da, 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 da. And I just kind of don't worry about it. I secure weapons because I don't want it to fall in the wrong hands or a kid to get a hold of it. But I just, for the most part, am not too afraid of losing stuff, except for things that are not mine. So there is the one thing of a pouch of money that I carry from the organization, shall not be named, that is our Down Biker Fund. Yeah, that I keep under lock and key because it's not even my money, and good God, would I want to bite a bullet if anything happened to it. But there are things that can walk away at like motorcycle rallies. And I do mean rallies, overnight sort of things. It's not like you're going to like bike nights and people are stealing parts off bikes. There's just too many people walking around. I mean, someone out there right now is commenting, oh, I have seen someone steal the engine out of a shovel head. No, you haven't. You haven't. But I could see someone taking a whole bike maybe in a bike night, because, if you got a pickup truck and a couple buddies, you can make things disappear. As a matter of fact, in the 1970s, my uncle happened upon a motorcycle on the side of the road that was broken down and had custom paint. And he had many cocktails at this point, and him and his brother, who had also had many cocktails, decided to help that owner out by taking their motorcycle and putting it in his van and taking it home and seeing if they could make it run. Now, don't worry about it. Statute of limitations ran out on this decades ago. But then in the morning, they woke up and remembered there was a motorcycle in the back of his van. So that motorcycle is part of family lore and is referred to as my uncle's show bike, meaning you can't show that bike to nobody. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. But I did actually come across something that I installed recently that is a lock, something I bought. And this is to secure something, things of value and stuff. And I'm not talking about stuff like this. This will walk away at a rally. A cooler sitting around might walk away because a drunk dude whose head ain't straight. It's like, oh, good, grabs it. I did hear at Glencoe last year that a generator was stolen, which is news to me because I've gone to Sturgis a long time and actually haven't heard of a lot of theft in campgrounds. I've heard of a lot of accusations of theft, and then the person realizes, oh, it was in my tent the whole time. Like, I saw that stuff. And I did hear in 2015 at my hotel in Keystone, I had a street glide. And I had one of those factory rider backrests. You put the bracket under the seat and then you pinch the thing together and sticks down in the hole. And you can grab that thing literally, you just put your hand under it, pinch it together, and it just comes right out. I mean, this is a 3-second ordeal to take that thing off a bike. And I came out one morning and my neighbor from a hotel room across the way was kind of dickish about it. And he goes, "Hey, where'd you get that backrest?" And I go, "From, I think, my dealer in South Florida." "You had that when you got here, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm not even getting what he's going at. He's accusing me of stealing his backrest. And then he's like, "Yeah, because mine disappeared a couple nights ago." And then it came to me and it became confrontational, and I said, "Look, MFer, so what you're implying is you're calling me a thief." And then, you know, we have this, and I go, "And you also think what? That I take the seat off your bike, steal the bracket that you need that doesn't come from the factory, and put that on my bike too? Or do you think that I, by some chance, had bought the bracket, installed it on my bike, but just didn't have a backrest, so I snatched yours?" The guy stood there, and you saw the, "Oh shit, I'm an asshole," go across his forehead. And then he was like, "Oh, just kidding. I just, you know, whatever." But, so things that are really easy to take, I mean, you got to keep honest people honest, right? Someone's out there already commented that before they even got to that point. You got to keep honest people honest. So things like that, maybe might walk away. Your cooler could walk away. You know, I don't think, no one's stealing bikes that often, although I've heard the stories, I just know they're real. Anyway, on to the thing that I do think everyone probably needs. So if you have a Harley, Softail, bagger, doesn't matter, and you have quick release stuff in the back of your bike, you know what this is. This is a chrome one, but this is the little latch that goes on your sissy bar or your luggage rack or anything quick release, and it goes down and you click it, you know, closed. You can buy locking ones of those. You can buy them from Harley. I did not this time. I found a set on Amazon for 60 bucks that came with two. And the idea was I was gonna put one on my tour pack. Can you even see that? Yeah, all right. Screen I'm looking at, it's that big. You can put one on your tour pack, and I was gonna put one on the custom bender guard, all right? So I ordered a 2-pack of them because all the complaints I'd heard, not about this specific one I bought, but in general, was that they always come with 2 locks, or two latches and locks, and they're not keyed the same. I'm like, well, that's stupid, but I guess it'll work for me, because really you only need to put a lock on one side, right? You don't need to lock both sides. If one's locked, they can't get the damn thing off easily. So I'm like, all right, that'll work for me. I'm gonna get 2 of them, and the ratings were really, really good on these 2. And it came and I put it on, and it's freaking phenomenal. It actually is a better latch than this. So this is the one that Skulls with Skills used, which was good. This is a nice chromed latch. And what I got in that pack was better. So you can see I switched a black one from the Ultra so that at least they were both black. Anyway, this is the locking one. And as you can see, it's actually, I mean, that's not a good impression of it, but it's on there really well. That does not move, as you can see. What I'm saying is a lot of these latches, you can move the item, and this is on there really well. So what it uses is a barrel key, and it goes on, you turn it, and this little button pops up, and that's how you know it's unlocked, and then the latch just works normally, right? There's the little tooth thing you pull on, it rotates back, good to go. But yeah, I mean, and then you press this button in, and that's when it's locked. And that's why, like, right now, I can't get it off. I can't push the button. And some of you are going, well, this is stupid. I've heard of these things a million times. Some of you hadn't. And anytime I think I could help out, I'm going to help out. So I bought those. This is not a gift. No one gave it to me. I have no affiliation to the company. I don't even know the name of the damn company. But there were 60 bucks for 2 of them. Here's where it gets awesome. They showed up, and they're keyed the same. So all the complaints that I'd read about other manufacturers of these things was that you get 2 locks, 2 keys. They're not the same damn key. And so you know, people are like, it's such a pain in the ass to have to lock each one individually. These are keyed the same. So what I have done now is I've ordered another set, because what I did with my first set, thinking they were going to be keyed differently, stick with me here, is I put, you know, one on there so that this guy couldn't walk away easily. And then I put one on here, you know, to keep my tour pack secure. But now that I know that they are keyed the same, I ordered another set, and I'm going to flip that one over there so that both latches are locked because they use the same key. You following me? I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest dude, so I don't explain things very well sometimes. Another thing I would say is the bracket that I bought, this part and the docking parts. Those are also Amazon. I didn't buy Harley stuff. It's not American made anyway, so who gives a shit? And you pay 4 times as much. I bought those on Amazon, still not cheap, with super good ratings because I didn't know all the different places you can get quality replacements. As a matter of fact, I found out after the fact, and I feel stupid, that Van Black makes those. They make the docking kits and the bracket, supposedly really, really good ones, and he may have given me a great deal on them or even given me some, so we'll see about that. But I was not happy with that stuff. Again, it was super high rated, but I wasn't happy with the looseness, even though I had adjusted the roller. So some of you are out there already going, dumbass. These rollers can be turned, and they're sort of ovular to sort of make these things sit. I have, with those things for, I can't even tell you how long, and still had a lot of movement. When I changed the latch to the locking latch, it's way more secure. You can see right now, like, this is a much, I mean, I can get some movement out of it, but this is a hell of a lot better than the latch that this came with. So it's already a huge upgrade. So you can imagine with, you know, a good rack, nice rack, it's been done so many times, that it would be just rock solid. So it's already a huge improvement. You can see that, you know, it's not like, woo, 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 like some of them out there are like that. She latched on good and whatnot. This was 60 bucks. It'll help with all your quick release stuff. That's job one. I would lock your quick release stuff on your bike when you go to a rally, much less Sturgis, because you just want to keep honest people honest. And like I said before in another video, this is just a black tour pack. Anyone could use that, you know, like on a lot of bikes, you just walk away with a black tour pack, and what would it cost? I mean, lots, right? To buy another one from Harley, the lighting, the latch, the backrest pad, the luggage rack, the brackets. I mean, come on, anyone can use that. So that's one thing. Your coolers, bring them in, man. Don't leave your coolers sitting outside and, you know, outside a tent. Your boots, bring your boots inside your tent. Do I think people are gonna steal them? No, but drunk people think they're funny. I know, I think I'm hilarious. And sometimes you're like, oh, the guy's boots in a pond, huh? I haven't done things like that in years, but someone could, you know. So bring your coolers in, bring your boots in. Your valuables should never be left in a tent, your watch, your whatever. I don't wear a watch most of the time, especially not when I'm on a motorcycle vacation. But all that stuff, none of that should be left in your campsite, you know. Just keep people honest, honest people honest. Generators are expensive, man. Them little Hondas that are real popular. I don't have one, never had one, but that little, you guys know what I'm talking about, the I-1000 or whatever the hell it's called. Them sumbitches are like 1,200 bucks, and it's the size of a little suitcase. What would be better? Shameless plug. I don't know why. I don't own the company, but that thing that I bought, that I'll put the link down below. This thing I ran my CPAP on for a day, and it still had 30-something% left in it. It has USB-C charging. It has a regular charger. It has USBs and 4 outlets, and you know, you can see right there that would last 38 hours with no draw on it, you know, but I really like this thing. So, that thing's like 400 and something bucks after the discount. I'll put the link down there. That would be good in a tent. But if you're running a generator, man, at least put that thing inside the tent. Don't let it sit outside. And if you have a generator on your RV, if you're like me, my generator is built in and has a locking door, so no one's gonna steal the generator out of my RV without a sledgehammer, a pry bar, and a huge set of cojones. But if you have a portable that you run your RV on, try and fit it inside. If not, at least throw a chain around the tongue, and somewhere, I'm sure that it's got a way to secure it on there. Throw a chain around that sucker, just because they're too damn valuable to just leave sitting out. A lot of people, what they do is, during the day, and I do this too, they shut their generator off if they're running on generator power. I got plug-in, I digress. They shut the generator off during the day because you don't want to use up gasoline, put hours in the generator, and if you're on an RV, the AC units can freeze up if they're just cranking constantly in 97-degree, you know, weather. So you shut that stuff off. Don't leave your generator sitting out. You know, you got $1,000 bucks, $2,000 bucks, $2,500 in the damn thing. Somebody will walk away with it. So anyway, that's it. How do you keep your stuff secure? I don't worry about it too much. I honestly am terrible about that stuff. So I'll give everyone my campsite so they can just come and take all my shit. No. But what do you think about it? Comment down below stuff you've seen. If you're tent camping or whatnot, how do you secure your stuff in your campsite? Also, do you worry about parts? Do you worry about seats? A dude actually, what started this conversation, a dude emailed me and said, should I worry about someone taking my seat? That would be a new one. I've never heard anyone walking away with a seat. That under your arm, just like walking down the sidewalk with somebody's seat under there. That would be ballsy, because, you know, somebody's going to see it. You ever worried about that stuff? I've never heard of bike stereos or anything like that being stolen. Have you heard of that? Just let me know down below stuff you've seen or heard. And then what do you do to keep your shit wired tight? Locked up, wired tight. Locked up, wired tight, started to come out lired. I'll leave that alone. So yeah, what do you do? We'll talk real soon. Again, tonight, 8 p.m., Wednesday the 7th, on the Military Bikers YouTube channel. I'll tag him in the description below too, so you can find his channel. Come hang out. We'll talk about the rally. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. But that's it. Hope you're all doing well out there. We'll talk soon.